Hello and welcome back to another Lit Reviews with your boy, you know it, the Bruzzinator. Yay! And I am back again. I know I've been kind of hit or miss right now making on YouTube videos. A lot's been going on. Basically, the man's broke. So he's trying to, take care of his family first. Hopefully I can re-up on some more tech. We're going to see how the money goes in the next couple of weeks. But I'm going to try to keep stringing these along and try to be more consistent so that you guys don't miss out on anything. So now we got that out the way. Make sure you follow your boy on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter. I am suspending Twitch for like 6 months so I can kind of stack the money up, try to make some money, make better equipment, get better equipment. So you don't have to worry so much about Twitch. But if you want to, because I will come back, make sure you follow your boy on Twitch as well. But today, we're going over something that I took to LA with me. It is the DJI OM5. It's a smartphone gimbal. And I'm ready to talk about it. So without further ado, let's get lit. So I have the DJI, it's so hard to say. I got the DJI OM5 smartphone gimbal stabilization. It's 3-axis. Actually, we're going to read on the back real quick before we open that thing up. And while I'm reading this, why don't you hit the like button, subscribe button, the notification bell. Keep up with your boy. He's coming back big, okay? But on the back of the DJI OM5, you got shot guides, which we'll go over. It's portable and foldable. It's magnetic design, 3-axis stabilization, which is awesome. Active Track 4.0, and a built-in extension rod this time around, which I know a lot of people talked about was really awesome. It sounds very simple, but it's actually very important to get those high or those low angle shots that you're trying to get. In the box, you get the DJI OM5, you get the storage pouch, the grip tripod, the wrist strap, power cable, magnetic phone clamp, and a manual. So essentially you get, this is your strap. And then in this bag, which is what I took to LA, you get this cool bag here. Nice little felt filling bag. It says DJI on the front. Pull it open here. This is the main housing unit here, right here. So on the main housing unit, there's a certain way you need to open and close it. So there's dots on here that you have to line up. When it lines up, that means it's locked and you can't pull the gimbal out. But if you unlock it by spinning it around, wow, look at that. It's up and running. It is motorized, so it will have to be charged, but it does go almost 360 around as I'm trying to spin it around because I have it turned off right now. So, and then this also goes about 180. I'd say about 165. So that's how you get that 3-axis stabilization. You get it here and you get it here. It's all motorized. This part right here is actually where you're going to put the magnetic clamp, which I'll show you in a moment. So it'll go there. And then you also have, your controller here. This is like your joystick. This is how you move it around manually. You have your power button. I almost said the wrong thing. Your power button here. You have your zoom in, zoom out right there. You can actually flip the camera around right there. That's your record button. And you also have your trigger back here. So if you turn it on, which I'm going to do for a second, it lights up to let you know how much battery you have there. And then I don't, because I don't have a phone on here, it's not gonna do what it's supposed to do. But we're gonna put a phone on here in just a second. Let me go over the other components real quick. Put this down. Don't fall off my table. This is the stand for it right here. It's a little tripod. It screws on at the bottom. So on the bottom of the DJI, you screw it on. I suggest that you screw it on from the get-go and just kind of walk around with that. Kind of gives you, it gives you a little bit more space for your hands to kind of hold it around. I'll show you in a minute. But it's just simple tripod, pull, boom, boom, opens up, closes back up. Very simple, but it's actually very sturdy. And then you have your, what else is in here? Oh, I got the magnetic clamp here, which I'll show how to put on. And I really like the design they put on the back of this, the DJI on there. The design on it looks really cool. So I was super excited when I got it, when it came in the mail. I got it from Amazon. I think it was like $150 or something like that. And then this is your charging cable right here. Unfortunately, I never unwrapped it because I already have a bunch of USB-A to USB-C chargers or charging cables. So I didn't have to open it up, but I could have. So when you put it all together, I stole my daughter's phone. Generally how I go around, there's a little screw hole back in the bottom. Take this, screw it right on. Bam! Now you can grab from here and still let this move around. If you need, and that's like if you already have your shot and you're kind of walking it around, you get that little extra length. But if you're like some of my vlogs were all shot using this, which was pretty cool. But you know, if you got to move it around, you got to keep adjusting. Maybe it's a lot of action going on. You might want to keep it on. So when you put this on the phone, and actually I should probably take the case off. So let me do that real quick. Oh, my daughter's phone is so dirty. Oh God, what has she done to this thing? What has she done to this thing? Granted, she's 5, so I don't expect the world from her on that. So when you put it on, you got your back of your phone. It actually has a little tag. I suggest don't take the tag off because it lets you know. If I can get you in the, it lets you know the direction that you need to have your magnetic base or piece connector where it needs to be. So it'll let you know the camera side, if it's up, how you need to place it on there. Kind of just make sure it's where you want it to be. You slap it on. It may not work because she actually broke this phone. We're gonna try. As long as I get a shot on it, that's all that really matters. Yeah. You do gotta adjust it a little bit just so it fits. It fits most phones. It fit my Galaxy S21 Ultra, so it works. But once you have the back on, then all you gotta do is you line it up. There's a little notch in here, and there's a little notch right there. Boom, it snaps on. And it's on. And there you go. So let me turn it on. And see, motorized, it's already starting to stabilize it. So when you're moving it, boom, boom, boom. So I can actually twerk this thing around using the stick. And then with shot guides, you can actually, so the trigger, okay, so with shot guides, you can actually make sure you calibrate it, make sure that it's sitting on exactly where it's supposed to be, that it's balanced, that it's doing well. When you pull the trigger on the back here, where my finger is, so trigger, that locks it in place. So as you can see, it doesn't do all that swirling, it locks it in place. Until I like really mess it up, but it locks it in place. Spin it around. If you double click the little circles on here, you can actually take it into landscape mode. So landscape, portrait, landscape, portrait. Wow, look at that. It's really dope. I really wish I would have like done like a full tutorial and learned everything I could about this before I took it to LA, but I literally got it 2 days later. I was in LA. And so I didn't get a lot of time to practice and play around with it, but I definitely feel like this was a great investment, and it's gonna help me elevate my smartphone camera shooting, photography. No, I wouldn't say photography, videography. It's gonna take it to a whole new level. So I'm happy that I've gotten it. I rate this probably 8.5 out of 10. It does the job. It does really well, and I want to get more into the I think it's the DJI Mimo app, which is the app that you could download that coincides with this DJI OM5. And in that, you get a whole bunch of cool stuff. Like I said, the shot guides, we'll go over that in just a minute. But the shot guides are super dope. It tells you basically how to be a professional videographer without having any experience. It gives you tutorials on how to get the best shot for what you're trying to go for. So like I said, I love it. The Litness review gives it 8.5 out of 10. I'm rocking with this. I hope you do too. I definitely suggest if you're a videographer and you want to start using your smartphone to do it, because these cameras on these smartphones are just getting better and better. I don't think they replace the DSLR, but instead of spending $700-800 on a professional one, you could probably get away with just your smartphone doing it. So that's it for lit reviews. And like always, stay lit.